you know?
Exactly. One thing that's awesome, Charlie. Like one thing that my line producer Mercedes always says that stuck with me is it's easier to teach someone the software and the tools and the skills than it is to teach someone how to have a good attitude. And that's something that always sticks with me because you're right. It's you can't teach someone how to be a different person, you know?
Right.
And by being a good person and by being someone who goes the extra mile, who, you know, is excited about whatever task that they're given, that's something that helps you break into the industry or whatever industry you're pursuing because at the end of the day, it's you're surrounded by other people, you know? In the end, it's all about communication.
And they want to make sure you're cool and fun to work with.
Yeah.
No one
Exactly.
wants to work with someone who has a doo-doo face on every day.
Yeah, or who's
Exactly.
super cynical, and then the work's mediocre. Also, that's going to put you on the map.
Could you imagine being just if you're a normal artist with a bad attitude?
Yeah, but I want to stress
strike
too.
2. Show up late. That's strike 3. We're good.
Goodbye.
You can stay home now.
But I want to also stress though that, like, you know, bad attitudes come in different types of packages, and sometimes it could be you. I think I've managed enough artists, and I've like worked with enough artists to know that, like, you're just super dry and like weird. But
you're super dry and weird.
But like, and you have that weird humor about you that, like, are you being a dick, or are you just kind of like that? You know, it's like are you just being an awkward artist? Are you know, like, are you excited, enthusiastic about what we're talking about, or is it more so like, okay, cool, I'll do it? You know, like, it's not about being mean to people or like or super douchey to people. It could be just simple as like you're too much in your bag of like, I'm really an introvert. I really don't feel like talking right now, but I'm here going through the motions. I'm kind of excited at times, depending on the day. Whatever's happening at home affects a lot. Like, those are the type of things that makes you a bad artist to work with. You know, that you want to try to put on a good face when you go to work. Not telling you to be fake. Charlie would never say do that. I'd always say be you. But you have to understand that, like, how you present yourself, how you view yourself, how your self-esteem about yourself outwardly projects the people that you're working with. So, and outwardly projects to your bosses and stuff like that. So you could be a decent artist and a good artist, but have a bad taste in your mouth with everybody that works with you because of the way you approach daily work. Because like you said, it's a marathon. It's not a race. So, like, if you're a full-time artist somewhere, you're there every day. So you can't be super dry and weird, you know, at all, you know, at all. And dry meaning like bland, right? Bland with your ideas, bland with your attitude. Like, like, and it's weird. I'm using these words because they sound funny, but like bland in the fact of like, it's just like, okay, like you're not mad, you're not like, you know, overly like mean. It's just okay. That's mediocre. And like, you know, bosses and like leads, they don't want mediocre. They want someone that has fresh ideas. They want someone that can come to the table and, like, you know, knock it out the park, or like see this mundane thing that they're working on that, like, oh, it's just a room, but somehow you did lighting in a way that make the room like pop and feel like vibrant, because that's what you do. You're an artist. You make things look better no matter what it is. The most lamest idea can be amazing in your hands. That's what you're supposed to do, which kind of is a daunting thing as an artist, right? Like, it's kind of like, you know, a lot to do that 365 days a year, or however many days of the work year, you know. But like, that's when that personality, that other like 80-90%, you know, comes into play of why they picked you, because they don't mind working with you late nights or like during the day or average Monday, because Carlos is going to come in and it's going to be Monday and it's going to look like Seattle and it's going to be all gloomy. But for some reason, he made this one concept that made everybody go, oh, cool, this is really good. Let's try this, you know? And it's just, that's the part of being like, you know, you got to be spicy. You got to keep it. You got gotta have something there.
One of the things that I like to brag about a little bit is when I was working at Leo Burnett, there was an art director. He was an executive art director. He was kind of a big deal. But I heard him say once, man, Carlos is always smiling. If Carlos isn't smiling, something is wrong. Right?
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's because I'm not, like, whenever I show up to places, I don't go up. I'm not trying to be better than everyone. I'm trying to be the best me possible.
Mm-hmm.
I love laughing and telling stories and doing all that stuff. So that's what you get. If you hire me, that's what you get. Every once in a while, when things go bad, I'll be like, oh, that sucks. But this is how we're going to do it, because it's, I mean, that's just how it goes. Sitting around crying and having a bad attitude isn't going to get it done any faster.
Nope.
And then, like, if we're in a team together, me walking in with a bad attitude is going to make the days long for you guys. And Miguel, we just got done talking before the show started. You were pulling OT for the past small amount of time, right?
Yeah, this week.
Yeah. So if we're in an office together, if we're in a room together for 12 to 18 hours and you have just a really bad attitude, you can kick rocks. I'm not having it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, just be cool, man. Just be cool. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's optimistic. You know, like looking on the bright side of things.
Right.
You know, and it's not being fake. It's not being fake happy or anything like that. It's just being this is your job. You get paid to do. You get paid to make things look good, and because you're a production artist, and like this is what you do every day. So like, come to work with the best attitude you can come with. And some days you're not gonna be not feeling it, but at the same time, that's when people give you the benefit of the doubt, because everybody comes in on Monday after an amazing weekend and be like, okay, it's Monday, but everybody's supposed to love their job because we have the best jobs in the world. You know,
you want the true test.
Yeah.
You want the true test.
Yeah.
Is Friday afternoon at about 1:30.
2 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 o'clock.
1:30, 2 o'clock. When now everyone needs to prove that they've been working all week, and it's the production people that get pooped on every time. Every time.
Yeah, it gets harder in the summertime too.
You have to go into it with your eyes wide open. It's going to happen.
Like, I don't know how Miguel does it all year round, but yeah.
Especially in the summertime, in the movie and TV industry. Like, everything, there's so much money being pushed back and forth, and the timelines are getting more and more tighter.
Yeah. Like right now, it's funny because, like, again, having a good attitude, but like this week, I was helping out my supervising producer on the show with locking an episode, and that means that like your revisions have to be done as soon as possible. And what's funny is that our supervising director is on vacation, so the supervising producer has to carry all that weight to be able to like help out. And it happens because people need vacations and stuff, because like Charlie said, we have to work year round, and we have to accumulate that vacation time to then take it, and at the same time, it's like I could be upset at the person for taking a vacation, but then it's gonna precipitate, it's gonna spread to everyone else.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's like, hey, you got to be professional. You got to compose your emotions. You might have a bad day, but knowing how to, keep your emotions in check, that's a really important thing to do, because in the end, it's like people have a job to do. If you make it about you and, you try to cause, a ruckus, if you try to cause something to happen, then like you're not helping anybody out. It's just going to cause everyone else to feel uncomfortable, So for me, it's like, I think of it as like a good thing to work OT, because it just gives me extra money, and then it also gives me extra time to just draw, and stay in the company.
And you're building relationships with people.